Well, generally, I would say Edmark is excellent for students that are not managing on the general curriculum with phonic-based reading programs. They may be visual learners. It's very much a visual-based program. The great thing about it is you can test the students, you can see where they're at, and that's where you start. So if they need intervention and you get in quite early, you can bring them up to the rest of the class fairly quickly. It's also very comprehensive, so it is everything you need within the program. Spelling, comprehension, reading, word recognition, homework exercises. So if you buy the box, you can also buy a supplementary pack which covers everything.
We're going to start off with word recognition, okay? So, the first thing I want you to do is read the sentence for me.
There were many men at the window.
Well done. And another one.
There was how fast the car was going.
Okay, so let's try that one again. They saw how fast the car was going. Want to try again for me?
There saw how fast the car was going.
Excellent. Okay, and this is our last sentence. Can you read this sentence for me?
She had played all day, but it was time to go home.
Excellent. That was fantastic work. Great focus.
Today's lesson, lesson 47. Can you see all the way up there? Do you want to read this?
The cow eats apples.
Excellent. Find the word under.
Under.
Read the word.
Dog.
Read the sentence.
The chicken has a blue egg.
Find the word tree. Find the word tree. Find the word tree. Find the word tree.
Tree. Dog. Tree dog. It's like tree.
It is like tree. It sounds the same, doesn't it?
Tree, tree, and tree.
The practical aspects of Edmark, it doesn't require a lot of training. I managed to figure out quite easily how to run the structure of the lessons. The lesson plans are very structured. You have a lesson plan per day. The difficulty with it is it's very much an individual program. It's very rare that you would get two children in a class starting at the same level. Post-testing will literally, pre-testing will tell you exactly which lesson to start on. It's an expensive program. It's about, for the two, Edmark 1 and 2, I think it cost about 1,400 altogether. That's including the supplementary materials. Within my own classroom, there's SNAs working within the class. We'll have some students working on their own individual work, like study ladder, while we work one-on-one with students that are doing the Edmark program. It takes about 20 minutes each day, and each day they do a new lesson and their homework goes home with them, so it's consolidated at home. The children can see their own progress very clearly. They're post-tested every 10 lessons. There's also a mastery test which is completed with them, and it tells you in the lessons when to do the mastery test, so you can very clearly see the progress they're making. The retention is excellent because the words are repeated so often. The students really enjoy the program because they never fail with it. Because it's repeated so often, they're seeing 100% success. So they're very enthusiastic with it and they really, really enjoy it. And it boosts their confidence in reading.
And the next thing we have is our phrase match. Okay, so we have 3 pictures. We have a boy and a girl, and they're doing something in each picture. And I also have 3 cards with phrases on them. So what we have to do is find out which card matches with which phrase, okay? So can you read this for me first, this one?
What can we make with pink paper, a picture, and
Scissors. Okay.
And 2 horse with 1 boat.
So a dog and 2 horses. Horses with 1 boat. So you have to put those into your box. A dog, we have a dog. And what else?
Where's the 2 horses?
You have to find 2 horses, don't you? Excellent. We have 1 horse. We need another horse, don't we? Well done. And what else do you have to find?
1 boat.
1 boat. Fantastic. Well done.
So I think the Edmark program is an excellent program for deaf children, particularly because it's suited to the needs of visual learners. There's so much visual material, visual support materials embedded in the program that it makes it very suitable. It's also an excellent program for anybody that hasn't met huge success with traditional phonic-based methods, because going through that, they haven't met success to this point. So confidence is another thing that the Edmark program can build up, because they're maybe used to failure, but with the Edmark program, because of the methodologies used, because it's whole word recognition, because it's systematic, because it's over learning, they can meet success where they haven't before. So that's one thing that makes it an excellent program for deaf and hard of hearing children, but not just exclusively for that cohort. For many different children who have struggled to develop their reading skills, can be an excellent intervention. Now, this is the last thing we have to do. We have to read this little story, and I have some questions for you. So will we get our reading ruler again? Now, can you find the title of the story for me, please? Where's the title? Can you read the title?
Home.
Homes, very good. So what I want you to do now is just listen to me. I'm going to read it first, and then after I'm finished, you're going to take a turn at reading. Okay? Good girl. Homes. Have you been to the zoo? So remember when I was reading, anytime I saw a question mark, I changed my voice a little. So when you're reading, just try and remember that. Okay? So, your turn.
Homes.
Good.
Have you been to the zoo? Some homes are big, some homes are little. Some are in the trees, some are in the zoo.
That was excellent reading. Do you know what I liked? I really liked how you remembered to change your voice a little when you saw a question mark. Because when you read it, I knew you were asking a question. I didn't even need to see the question mark. I knew that when you changed your voice, you were asking a question. That was brilliant. So now, I just have a couple of questions for you about the story. We'll see how we get on, okay? So the first question is, Where do squirrels and birds live?
Tree.
In trees. Very good. Where do you live?
In the village.
In the village. Very good. Is your house near a school? No. Do you think there's a stairs inside? What makes you think there's going to be a stairs?
Because it's straight.
Because it's straight up. Why are there two sets of windows? Why is there one set of windows down here and another up there?
Because it's the room.
There's a room. Do you think there might be an upstairs? Yeah, and a downstairs. So that's why you might need a stairs. Very good. That's all the questions. We're finished.